everybody. I'm Emily. Hi. Okay, welcome to Atlanta. I know this is a familiar picture to everyone here, and I'm not just talking about the buildings. I'm mostly talking about this sea of cars that you see right here on 75 and 85. That's about every morning, every evening, and sometimes a lot of the day in between. We can try to escape it and take mass transit, but sometimes this can end up even more undesirable of a situation when it's hot or crowded, or the train breaks down and you end up sitting there for hours. But I think I speak for most of us when I say that we would take mass transit if it was a more attractive option. So before we talk about what would make it a more attractive option, let's take a brief look back at U.S. transportation, since rail has been a big part of America's history throughout the past couple centuries. And here we see Abraham Lincoln doing his inaugural ride. The 1900s was a century of loss for rail transportation, especially with the advent of the car. A little known fact is that trains routinely ran upwards of about 120 miles per hour in the 1920s. So we've actually digressed in terms of technological advancement in rail. But now we have change we can believe in, right? Something looks eerily familiar about this picture, and I think it's because that's essentially the exact same technology that you saw on the Lincoln slide a couple of slides ago. And our politicians are still looking back on transportation. So where is America's vision for transportation? Traditionally, we just buy it from other countries. These other countries have developed their own technology, and we just buy it rather than manufacturing it and having our own industry here. So how do we develop transportation for the 21st century? Well, first we have to look at what 21st century America even looks like. And now I think we can all agree that we don't live in either cities or the country anymore. We live in what is called a mega region. So anywhere from all over, we live in a vast urban landscape. So how do we get people out of their cars and into mass transit? You need something that's fast, obviously. We don't want to sit in traffic. We don't want to stay in traffic. We just want to get on something that's fast. We want something that's frequent. When I stand here and I miss the train and I have to wait 30 minutes for another train, then I'm just going to end up taking my car. And so I have to have frequent departures that come every 5 to 10 minutes so that I'll get out of my car. We need something that's flexible. I don't want to have to drive outside the city to get into where the airports are and go along railroad lines other places. I want to go along the highway right where my car is so that I have a better option of taking a train versus a car. So enter maglev. What is maglev? As you saw, we would take away all the wheels and axles and gearboxes that's there, and we replace it with electromagnets, and it levitates about a centimeter above the track. That way we can go faster, and we can go above ground. So why is it better? It's designed for mega regions. It can fit right within the highways, and we can go as fast or slow or as far or as short as we can. It also facilitates transit-oriented development through going on the highways. And it's 100% green. That's the best thing about it, is that it has no particulate emissions, and we make, without the friction, we're able to be 60% more energy efficient than conventional rail transportation. So maglev is fast. It can go, without the wheels, you can go much, much faster than regular rail. It's frequent. You can have the size of the train, and no drivers can let you go run more trips quicker and not have to pay drivers. And it's flexible because it can co-locate with the highways. But we're more than just people. We have to carry ideas and electrons underneath. So we can carry power, communications, fiber optics, Wi-Fi, WiMAX. Like we need to develop transportation to connect more than just places. We also need to be able to carry freight. This is my worst nightmare here, getting caught behind 2 trucks in the middle of the highway. We're going so slow and I can't go anywhere. So if you carry people on top and freight in the middle, then we can take cars and trucks and save diesel and vehicle truck miles. So it wouldn't be a speech in 2009 if I didn't make reference to economic stimulus package, because I feel like that's the topic of every speech this year. But basically, if you can build a vehicle in multiple different places around the United States and integrate it in one place, you could create and retain jobs all over and locally. And so we have to remember that transportation is development. The great cities of the 18th century were built around the seaports, the 19th century around the railroads, the 20th century on the highways, and we have to decide where we want to build our great cities and redefine our great cities in the 21st century. So maglev is transportation of the future, and it always will be if we don't decide that we want to do something with it, but it is available technology now that we can use to redefine it in the 21st century. So tell me what you think. You can contact me, information here, and we also have a full-scale test track out in Powder Springs that shows all the stuff that you saw here. Thank you.